Hey y'all, this week we are going to be making deviled egg trays. So this is a finished product of what we'll be doing. We are going to need a piece of foam, sponge, needle tool, a rib to smooth, something spherical, and if you want to, a stamp or texture tool. So let's get into it. All right, this is week 2. This is going to be a hand building project. I've got some white clay laid out here. This has been rolled to about the size that I want it. And I'm going to come over and compress this, get this nice and smooth. It's actually a couple air bubbles in here. Just gonna pop those and come back over this. There we go. So we are gonna make a deviled egg tray today. We just recently watched an episode of Parks and Rec where Leslie Knope is having a dinner party and wants Ron Swanson to come, and he will only come if Leslie can guarantee fridge space for his deviled eggs, which is hilarious. But that got me thinking about deviled eggs, and Easter is coming up, so this is what we're doing. I'm gonna make a template using both of these strips on top of this slab. So this can be totally smooth. If you want to come in and use some of the texture techniques that we did on the first project, feel free to do that. I have a bisque stamp here, which I carved. So I am going to lay down a surface texture before we start to form. So we've got our slab. This is moving freely. This had set up a little bit before I started, to the point where it's not sticking to the table and it's not sticking to the stamp. So now, this is a piece of black foam. It's maybe 3/4 of an inch thick. We need to find something that has some give to it. All right, so if you don't have a piece of foam, maybe a fleece blanket folded over itself, I don't know, and find something squishy. And then we are going to make some indentations. This is just a little like modeling clay, kind of half of a sphere. You could use a ping pong ball, a golf ball, just something about this size. So I'm gonna start here, this, and push down. And while this is depressed, so I'm gonna spin this a few times, pushing all the way down to the table. And you can see that creates a nice divot right there. And give it a little space in between, stay off the edge. We'll do that again. So I'm going to come all the way down here, and then I'll come back in between these and do it again. So let's move through this. do this last one. And then we'll come back and smooth up these edges. We're about done here. So one of the cool things about these is you can make these in any shape. You know, if you wanted to have them fit a dozen eggs, they could be smaller. If you wanted to make a circular slab, you could do that. And get creative with these. You're not just limited to this. So that's the idea. You guys go for it and send us some pictures, and we look forward to seeing what you guys make. Thank you.